Yeah, the new shit with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
Nah,
So my
what you think
question,
of that shit, bro?
my question to you is, would you ever like once we elevate and all of that? Yeah. When you once everything once you elevate once we elevate this whole podcast, right? Would you have people come on the show drinking and telling the truth?
Uh, yeah, but it can't be the truth about like your relationships. Like I don't want it to get messy. Like if you want to tell the truth about a situation, business partnership, or maybe you a homie might have fell out, something like that. But when you get to that point where it's like relationships, especially for dudes, because when a dude talk about the relationship, it kind of looked like it kind of like we bitter, just like
Yeah.
case in point, my man's.
Yeah.
It's like this shit was 20 years ago, dog. Why are you still up in here hoeing old girl and calling her bees and hoes and
Right.
all that nonsense, bro? Like at this point right now, it's like, what you doing, bro?
I think everything's spinning on everything good.
They on here?
Can y'all hear?
Can y'all hear
Yeah,
us?
yeah, I know.
Oh, okay,
There we
cool.
go.
There we go.
There we go. What's
Okay,
up,
cool.
sis?
What's going on, y'all?
Hey,
Not much.
nothing
We were
much.
just sitting up here talking about the drink champs. Irv Gotti was on there talking about talking about Ashanti, and we were just talking about how we wouldn't want nobody coming on our pod, being bitter like that. You feel me?
That was so whack. Like that was the wackest thing I've ever seen in my life from a man. Like
Right.
not only did you like be like talk down on a woman, but then you like did your wife like that. You don't have to do that kind of stuff. And I just feel like he was wrong all the way across the board. I'm like, this man is crazy. Like you got some real issues.
I agree.
Totally agree with that.
Something really wrong with that dude. But man, introduce your son. What's going on, my man?
All right, so I have my son Jashari with me.
What's going on? I'm B. This is my cousin Lo.
I'm Lo,
Nice
man.
to meet you, man.
Nice to meet y'all too.
That's what's up, dog. So, Nate, go ahead. Introduce the topic.
Okay, so I brought him on today so we can talk about him he's still in high school. My other son had to work, so he wasn't able to get on, but he's still in high school. My other son had graduated high school this last year, but they are entrepreneurs and they still in school. They play football. They got a lot of stuff going on, and I just wanted to interview them about their business, why they still in school, how they got started, what the do's and don'ts, things like that.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's dope. So, what made you want to start your own business?
So, in like, I don't know the word. In particular, like, I got a clothing brand business, and my reason was to like, my brand has a meaning behind it, like a message and stuff, and that's like when you start a business, you can't just like always think about how much money you're gonna make and stuff like that because the money don't like come like that. You gotta actually work, you know.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I just like I want to push out a message. That people can be fresh and all that stuff. So,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Dope, man. So, how did you start pushing your apparel when it came down to you being in school at the same time? Like, how did you go about introducing your peers to it?
I always been creative, like growing up and stuff. I always liked to design and do. I like.
How did you promote it?
Like promote it?
Yeah, how did you promote it?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I always liked to design and I like clothes and stuff like that. So I just thought about like me and my brother came together. We decided to start our own brand and I really promoted just on social media and stuff like that. And
That's dope.
yeah.
So once you started putting it on social media, like it kind of took off from there.
Not really. It's not really. It's
So what
it
you
wasn't
do?
social
You
media
just
for
kept,
real.
you
It
just
was
kept
like
promoting, or you started wearing it more often.
that. It was that and social media. So yeah, social media and me wearing my brand
Yeah.
and stuff.
Okay, that's
All
what's
right,
up.
all right. I'm gonna ask you this: where do you get your motivation? Like, what got you to this point where you're like, you know, I'm about to start making clothes?
I got a entrepreneur mom, hardworking mom. So you know that's motivation, and
Thank you.
Ice.
my peers motivate me too. Like if I ever like feel like I want to give up on something, they'd be like, "No, you got this in the bag. You gotta like keep on
That's
going."
dope. That's dope.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good.
So when your brother jumped into it, I know he couldn't be here today, but when he jumped into it, how did you introduce it to him to get him motivated to promote your brand?
So me and him came up with I came up with the name of the brand and all that stuff.
Okay.
He just he thought it was a good idea. He said he had pitch in on it and stuff like that. So he support he buy most of the shirts and stuff like that and hats. And he support the business financially like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's real dope.
Oh,
So Nate,
So what's the message?
Oh, the message is the brand is called High Demand, and the message is you can achieve all your goals. Achieve all your it's on click. You gotta it's basically you just like achieve all your goals and stuff like that. Have high ambition, and our slogan is wanted because you wanted around in the world. You got a purpose and stuff like that.
that's what's up.
I like that.
Yeah, that's really dope. Now Nate, when he introduced this to you, how did you go about putting things together for him or pushing him in the right direction?
I just was like, I wanted to talk to them about because they're young and I want to know what influenced them. I want to talk about, what influenced them, what make them want to be entrepreneurs and be on the right track because they're young black men, and it's hard for you to stay on track. I mean, they graduated high school, they playing football, they got businesses and they work their business like real hard. They have more than one business. The clothing brand is just one of their lines of business. They have another line of business that they also do, and it was just something that I just thought was like really unique. Four brothers together, and they just like support each other, and they just pour into each other, and then maintaining going to work, going to school, and still being generally good kids. So I want to so they can kind of motivate other people. Maybe some other parents is on here watching, they can let their kids watch it, or they can watch it and they can get some motivation and inspiration from it.
That's what's up.
As a business owner yourself, Nate, what was the best advice that you gave your son, like, starting a club or starting just a business? What was one of the main important jewels? You was like, what, son, boom. What was one of those main important things you learned, you went through that you shared with your son?
Yeah, definitely like don't stop. No matter what you do, no matter who buy it, no matter what, don't ever stop and be who you are. You create for you. You can't say, oh, somebody said my shirt too high. Well, what do you think your shirt is worth? Whatever you think your shirt is worth, then that's what you promote. Now, I'm not saying your shirt worth. I mean, I'm not saying it's not worth $1,000 because it might be $1,000 to you, but you know what you put into it. You ordering, you hand making all this stuff, you buying all your material, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, keep pushing. No matter how many people say no, there's gonna be that meaning more twice that saying yes eventually. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep on going, as long as you keep on promoting, and you're doing it for the better good. So I always tell my kids and my husband, you can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. So
That's dope.
yeah.
Now, when you started getting your clothing brand together, right? You came out with your title. You start pressing up T-shirts, making hoodies, or whatever you decided to put your tag on. Did you have to start dealing with any type of competition in school since you came up with this since you've been in high school?
Good question.
Like competition, like isn't like people around me doing the same thing? Nah, not really. If you go support me, just support me. I'm not in competition with nobody. I think nowadays a lot of black people want to start clothing brands and support that.
Definitely.
So,
That's what's up.
that's
You know,
dope.
you always learn about, competition, and just to give you a little, encouragement and some advice. You shouldn't even worry about the competition as long as you stay true to yourself, stay true to your brand and what you do, stay authentic, and you can't lose.
Right.
Don't switch up nothing. You may adapt to, different trends or everything, but still stay authentically you and your designs and what you do and what you bring in fashion. Because I'm into fashion, I'm into shoes, I design shoes. So I
Right.
have a Strike Man brand that I'm developing for, Vogue. And everything is authentically me. I design everything. And I'm not changing or switching up for nobody because my mission is to change the game. So I'm trying to Kanye this thing where it's different, it's shaking things up, and it's gonna cause some ruckus, but it's definitely gonna work in the long haul because just like how Kanye with Adidas when he got to Adidas, a lot of people didn't like his design. Everybody
Right.
thought his shit was ugly, but now what you see now,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Everybody wearing this shit. So
Right.
that's exactly how it's gonna be for me. So I would just tell you, man, don't worry about no competition because the competition, honestly, is you. If you're challenging yourself every time you come out with a new season of clothing, you're gonna challenge yourself on what to make better.
Absolutely.
Keep staying you, bro. You got it. I feel like you're in the right direction, and I'm gonna come check you out and support your brand, man, and wear your clothes, man, for sure.
Definitely.
You got like, it's the winter time. You gonna have like Scullies and winter stuff.
Yeah, I got trucker hats.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. All right.
Cool.
Mm.
That's what we definitely gonna need for
We
sure.
definitely will need that, especially up here in Michigan. I know Georgia is not that. Not
Yeah,
that.
but in the winter time last year they had
Oh yeah.
masks.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, they had the masks in the winter time last year. But what I do want to ask is like, so how do you balance school and have business?
It's easy. It's real easy. All you gotta do is like you can like if you like busy on the weekdays, you can make your clothing brand a weekend activity. You bored or something in the house, you can just you know sketch up some designs or something like that, and just see if people like them.
That's what's up.
You play football too, so how's it like football, school, and a business?
Yeah, like how do you juggle all that, man? School, business, and sports. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot, bro.
When you a hard worker, it's easy. Pretty much it's easy.
That's what's
That's
up.
what's up.
Now have you ended up like selling any merch to your coach or some of the other teachers, or it just all been your students, or like your peers rather?
Nah, no teachers, no coaches yet. But people say that teachers and stuff say they like it, they like the idea and stuff like that.
So you promote school?
So okay, I get it. You probably
Probably the kid
Oh.
asks about it.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Now that I think about it, the teachers could really help sell the merch too, like to the other staff, or
yeah.
just introduce it in a class that full of other people that you're probably not that familiar with in school.
Yeah,
That would be dope.
yeah, that would be dope.
And then,
Yeah,
not only that, they can give you a good perspective also because he's promoting and giving it to adults.
Right.
So he's figuring out what adults like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to that genre, so it's like, all right, well, I got a crowd that's a little bit older than me. Let me figure out what they like.
Yeah.
Or he's
Yeah.
already peeping and already seeing what they like. So he's making it, giving it to them like, hey, because that's most of the people who will support you.
It'd be dope. You throw an HD on a polo.
yeah,
You gotta dress a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool.
yeah.
I know it ain't no hats in school, but it's definitely gonna be plenty of room for polos, backpacks, all kind of stuff. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
So he working on backpacks, but he did change up so he's very creative, like he said. He's really creative. So like the designs are not the same. You're not gonna just find a high demand and they all the same. Like this is something new that he just came up with, this little thing right here. And then he also started doing, like you see Audrey Hepburn, and then she got the hot man on her eyes and stuff like that, you know. So like he's forever doing something, you know, different, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. And then he got one where they like all the hands.
oh, that's nice.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's hard. Ooh, that's hard.
I like that.
That's hard. I got an idea for you, man. Just to,
Yeah, so he's forever like just creating something. He'll come and he'll like we got a family little group chat and he'll like he be just randomly just sending us little stuff or whatever. Like you like this, you like this, you like, and then we'll give him, you know, like we'll critique him and say, hey, why don't you do this, why don't you do that, and then he'll just send. He might like do a lot of mock ups on. He's really creative. Like
That's really dope.
yeah.
So, I like that. I like what you building over there, bro.
let's go.
For real.
You got something going, man. I thought a little idea I was gonna let you know about, man, what you could do. And you ain't even gotta like charge nobody. Like just make a class shirt or a class design for just your class.
Yeah.
Sell them or give a few out for consignment just to see like, oh, I want a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
When people like it, then hey man, charge them, $5, $10, however, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
shirt for your class, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started doing that. I started like selling merch at my old job. I would buy it, throw it on because we didn't necessarily have to wear a uniform at the plant, but we had to wear safety glasses, vest, all that type of stuff. So I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do because I didn't like the stuff that they was making us wear. So I would go on Amazon, grab a pair, throw them on, walk around, everybody asking where I got them from. I tell them exactly where I got it from, but they still was like, man, give me a pair, and that's how I started selling stuff at work. I started off with just the safety glasses, but then, I'm sort of a fashionable guy myself, so I'm like, man, I don't want to have to wear this vest just because I'm in this department. So I'm like, you know what? Let me start wearing a different color vest. So
Right.
I started wearing vests that match my shoes. That way, I can keep my outfit together. And obviously, at some point, I got in trouble, but I definitely made my bread. I kept ordering everything off Amazon, flipping it, making my extra money, and it was cool. Like so,
Nice.
a lot of the times that what I did was I walked around wearing what I wanted, what I knew I was going to end up selling. So if you do that, the more you do that, the better you're gonna be, because somebody gonna ask you, yo, I need that or whatever.
Yeah.
And what I started doing was once I sold whatever I had, I stopped wearing it. I switched to something else, or I go to throwing my name on stuff so it can be like specifically just for me.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of
That's
one.
good.
Yeah.
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 Definitely do that. Definitely can take some points from that. There's some people in here. Me 4138. She said that's great, young man. That's drive. That drive is needed to show others your age that they can do anything as well. So thank you for that. Thank you. We really appreciate that. Yeah, but that's what it's for. We definitely want to, him to come on here so that he can, motivate other people, young kids, entrepreneurs. Because to be 16 years old and for you to know that your business is not going to flourish off the bat, and then he just wasn't doing it for the money specifically. He just wanted to get his creative juices flowing, and he like to do what he do. Like he don't even care. He just want to do it. He want to make money now that he know that he can make it, but. And that's not what it was for. He had a brand that he wanted to push out and wanted, it meant something to him. He knew what, like I said, like he said, say high demand, but their slogan they use is wanted. So you will see a lot of things say wanted, high demand, so that you will see their website is high demand, wanted, things like that, because he had those meant some things to him, and so. For, like I said, a 16-year-old to have this type of mindset is really rare in these days and times. Most people want to get famous off of rapping and doing all kind of other, crazy stuff, but he want to work hard for it and, get something pushed out there that's uniquely from him. So.
He definitely got something going. I'll say, man. All the designs that I've seen, the hats and everything, I like it, man. I'm intrigued. And
we appreciate it.
Really.
It's really dope.
You got really something dope, man, and I encourage you to keep going. Don't stop. Don't change up for nobody. You keep the same mission. Whatever you got planned, keep doing that, bro. Follow that formula, no matter what.
You ever run into a problem selling your merch, like somebody wanting discounts and all of that?
Oh, yeah, you gonna run through a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people like not just random people, like my friends and stuff. Like I don't mind, give them like a free lead to like the promote or something like that, but you can't just like keep on asking for free stuff. Like, what is that doing for me?
Right.
Like, you're not supporting. I mean, you're supporting, but if you're promoting it, but you're not like supporting it, like.
Yeah. So it's like you want to get something, but you ain't really doing anything like that.
Yeah. But just
So since you started this up, you and your brother actually, have y'all found out who y'all friends really are since y'all started the business?
Yeah.
So have you how many friends do you believe you lost since you started?
It's not. Well, me and my brother, we try to tag a couple people along in the business,
Okay.
and they wasn't like doing anything. Like they wasn't putting no money in, like anything at all. Like they wasn't, but they wanted free stuff. So we just had to drop them, and it wasn't no hard feelings, but
Yeah.
we can't keep distractions around.
That's right. That's right. No distractions. I like that.
Not at all. Because they'll go pay their $200-300 for the Yeezys
Exactly.
with no problem.
They spend over $1,000 for some yays. You know?
And with no problem.
Right.
So if they can do that, then they can spend whatever your price range is. That's how I feel.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't change up no price range, give no deals. Like when you first started and you got a product, you just getting, things out there, you may give some things off of consignment just to get shit going. And that's understandable. But for, people to continuously ask for discounts and handouts, man, nah, don't accept that. And I honestly would tell you, don't feel bad for saying no.
Yeah.
I used to, but now.
No, man. Don't people just gonna take advantage of what you got.
Mm-hmm.
A homie, and that's what they're gonna use. They're gonna use, oh, that's my homie. Yeah. I know him for a long time. That's my friend. That's my brother. And they gonna keep milking that till they get everything up out of you until it's done or until you run out of it. So nah, you cut it short, cut it quick. Let them know, like, look, bro, you ain't paying no discounted price for the Yeezys, and if you didn't get it off the retail, you definitely got it off resale, which you paid more. So I wouldn't be in on no price points or none of that, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. I'm definitely.
So what was some
I had my
you had?
fair share of little issues where I was selling the safety glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a dude, he come up to me like, yo, how much the glasses? Now, mind you, I bought them for like maybe $7 a pop, but I was selling them for 15. So he like, man, that's a lot for some glasses. I'm like, bro, if you wanted to wear some buffs, if you could wear buffs to work, what you would do is you would put them on until you couldn't wear them no more, because every pair of safety glasses gotta have the side shields on.
Yep.
So I'm like, unless you gonna buy them side shields and risk getting them broke because you had a plan, this is your best bet. You gotta wear these every day. Wouldn't you want to wear them every day and look stylish, or you wanna just walk in here and wear the same goofy glasses that's already been worn by 100 other people? It's your choice. I'm not tripping if you don't want to buy them, but $15 ain't nothing compared to something that you're gonna be wearing every day. So it's nothing off my back. Once I said that though, he bought them.
Yeah, he had no choice because that was a logical response that you gave, and it was like, oh shit.
Exactly. Right.
Not to take this deal.
Exactly.
Or I need glasses. Like I could just leave these at the crib and I ain't gotta worry about my expensive shit getting broke, which I don't understand why people wear expensive shit to work. They're doing that kind of work.
Yeah.
That don't make sense. But you got some good safety glasses, and they're durable and they look a little stylish. Shit, why not?
Exactly.
$15.
Yeah. You
I
working
need 2 pair and I can get
right. You wearing them. You about to be working 10 to 12 hours a day, and you in this boy 4 days a week, sometimes 5. Why not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm hustling and I'm making the extra profit, it's still beneficial for everybody. You get to wear something to work that you
can use.
The piece of it.
Right.
So yeah, man, you're gonna come across those people that's gonna want discounts or want to, just be on or want it for free. I say don't do nothing for free unless it's about to benefit you. Like basically, hey, my man, you want something for free here? Walk around with this, or matter of fact, your best bet is to get a girl to walk around in it. That's the best move. That's the best move. Hey, baby girl, you want this shirt for free? Cool. Here you go. Rock this. Walk around. Bring me some customers.
Right.
That's how you
Yeah,
do
well,
it.
they are promoting right now that they trying to get some brand ambassadors. Oh, they found two. So yeah, they had a promotion. They had brand ambassadors. Yeah,
Oh,
so yeah, definitely.
brand ambassador, somebody from out, from the hometown. I'll wear that shit all day. Post all of that. You will make
That's
the
right.
Fresh Kid Friday scene, all that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I definitely will rock your shit, man. Just hey, listen. I'm not trying to ask for a whole bunch of stuff, but whatever. I'm gonna always purchase because
Yeah,
I'm hot and I want to support.
yeah,
But you need that kind of, support. Like you need a brand ambassador, somebody who's gonna rock it. I do it, bro, all day.
yeah.
You said, let me know, and we can make something happen.
Okay.
So how has it been? How old are you?
16.
16.
16. Wow.
So since you started your business, how has it been with the ladies?
It's
Hey, look, you can keep it simple. Just say it's up. Just say it's up. It's all good.
His girlfriend is in the labs. He like, no, ain't it?
No. I'm not talking about. I ain't talking about like that. I'm just saying like, okay, my bad. I didn't know you had a girlfriend, but I'm saying though, since all that, since you started your business, have you been noticing a lot more attention from the women? I'll say that.
I mean, so the how the man started as a camera, like a videographer production. It was like an LLC basically. So a whole bunch of brands up under that name, and I feel like once I started shooting videos and stuff like that, building a name for myself, I started getting like a lot more attention. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He has multiple businesses. So he records videos and things like that. He has, a little camera. He's shooting like these rappers' videos. He does that, and then he does what's the stuff on my computer? I don't know. I'm not hip to all that.
It's basically the main two is just a clothing brand and a camera photography business.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you started recording videos, how did that process go?
You say?
Oh, my bad. I said when you started recording videos, how did that process start?
Okay, so me and my second oldest brother, he started making music and stuff, and we was bored one day, and I pulled out my phone and started recording the music video on my phone. And I have a cousin who is he's like a big videographer, and he seen that I was shooting videos off my phone. He had like an extra camera because he had recently bought a new one. And he offered to let me have it, and then I just built up from there, basically.
That's what's up. Now, what do you enjoy doing that more than making the clothes, or is it about eating?
Yeah, I like to shoot videos because that's like both of it is creativity because you got to put the edits together, and you can't be the same when you shoot music videos and stuff like that. So you got to be creative with that. And so it's kind of neck to neck, but it's like I like the videos better.
That's what's up.
Because it's music. Like you shoot a video, like you can learn music, and yeah, I like both though.
That's what's up. So now, Nate, what was your pep talk to your sons when they were starting multiple businesses and going to school? What was the talk like?
What was the talk about going about multiple business in school? What's your main focus? School is first because I definitely want to even being an entrepreneur, that's fine, but you gotta have an education. that's one thing that I did instill in my boys. Like, I don't care what you do, even if you don't go to college right now. What if you want to go to college and you're 50, 70, 80? You can't do it without a high school diploma. So I don't force them because everybody's not good at school. The school is not for everybody. But I at least want them to get the diploma. So if they decided down the line that they want to do something different, that they can. You know, you can go back to school at some point in your life. As long as you got this diploma, you have that in the bag. You can say, hey, I'm not making enough money on this job if you got a job. You know, be working. I'm not making enough money, but you can go back to school and get a degree, and then you can do something else. So school first, but definitely go after your dreams. If this is something that you think that is what you want to do, I support my children wholeheartedly. Like, they've been playing football since they was 6 years old. Each one of them started at 6, and I was a team mom for football all these years because I was, that's something they love, and they really were good at it. They really are good at it, and it's something that they love. They passionate about it, so I stand behind them. So my talk is, again, don't stop. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go as far as you want to go. As far as you allow yourself to go, that's as far as you're going to go. If you're going to go here and do it for a year and then you're going to stop, then that's as far as you're going to go is that year. But if you think you're going to do this forever and you're going to become big, then you can become big. You can become something more. Even if Hollywood Man clothing line is not what you want to do and you want to have people wearing your merch, like if that's just merch for you, for your videography, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what it'll be. You're going to get that. You're going to have that merch that's gonna be real, top notch. So everybody gonna want to because they know that you a good videographer, something like that. I don't know, but I just always try to tell them that it's what you want. You make it what you want it to be.
That's what's up. That was a good talk.
Yeah,
good talk. Like I honestly believe that you did a great job with your boys. Like as far as like getting them in that zone, because there's a lot of kids out here that are very lazy, that are his age and older. Like they don't even know the concept of hustle.
right.
Like at 16 years old, already having your own business, that's diamond right there. So
Yeah.
I would definitely say to just keep it going, bro, because it's a lot of kids out here that's not even nowhere near on your level. It's adults that ain't even on your level.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, only LLC some adults know is lunch, late, character. That's it. So,
Yeah.
that's it. So,
Yeah.
Is that the fact that he's on it so much, like right now, and for him to be on it like this, they gave him the game.
yeah.
A lot of the kids don't get the game of hustle. Like, what the difference is between, your generation and ours, we had to
Right.
go on a hustle. We had to do that in order to get what we want. And it ain't even got to be a illegal hustle or, drugs or nothing like that. It's just a hustle, period. We was hustling and selling anything. It's like t-shirts. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And CDs. So it was a multiple of hustles that we had, but we had to do that so we can get what we want. You guys, because we are parents now, we put ourselves in a position to where, like, our kids, our kids' generation, they don't have to know how to hustle or survive.
Right.
Like, we're in the suburbs, or we're providing a life, we're trying to provide a life for them so they don't have to do that because we did that already.
Right.
But the fact that you put that game into him and you instilled that game into him, man, you should feel so blessed, man, because a lot of people don't get or have a parent like their mom, man. So she gave you some dope game, and it seems like it's working. And I would just say, just keep going at it, keep listening to what she's telling you, because I'm telling you, bro, you got something rocking, and the sky's the limit from here, man. And with that diploma, a diploma is just basically, all right, so if my independence, may not work out, or if it's running slow, I still got this corporate. That's what the diploma and the degree is. It just allows you and gives you that chance to be in the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rely on the corporate world as that's all in all. Focus and stay on your independence.
Right.
I would say also you can do this, like I'm doing. Use your corporate career, if you choose one, choose that to fund your independence. So when you get to a certain level, you hit that certain, comfortability where I can live off my independence and I don't need this corporate stuff. I can just hang this up
and just live off of what I created and keep it moving from there, bro.
Right.
Your focus. You know or not.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to ask you, like, what are some obstacles that you came across starting this business, like, you know, as far as like getting things and doing stuff, like, was it hit and miss, or was it just like, boom, you just jumped into it?
All right, so when you like start a brand, it's like a lot of obstacles you're gonna face. You're gonna face like people, you know, buying stuff on your website and then charge it back, and then now you gotta like fight to get your money. You might even lose money and lose inventory because people, you know, like to do stuff like that. And then, you know, you might purchase something from like a manufacturer or something like that, and you might not even sell everything. So, you know, you're not always gonna make more than what you spent a lot of times. And you know, sales might be like real slow for a while. So you gotta like do something to promote your stuff so you can get back where you want to be at and stuff. It's pretty much obstacles. Like,
Have you ever ordered something and it didn't come, or like it came and you ain't like the quality or what it looked like, or you like everything, like all your vinyls or all your stuff like that? You didn't have any issues with none of that?
not really. And it really depends on like, you know, time management. So you can't, you know, rush when you're making your product, or it's not gonna come out.
But what about like some of the materials? Like, so all the materials, you haven't had any issues with none of the materials? You have
Not me
tested?
personally. I know people like if I don't like something, I know somebody will. So it's like stuff I don't like, people like. So,
Yeah. So you didn't have no issues. You do okay. All right.
What's the worst thing that's happened since you've had your businesses going? Like you can start off with the videos and then go to the clothes.
Yeah.
oh, the worst thing with videos, people will be like, they'll say they want to book you and stuff like that, and then people, it's a lot of time wasting. Like you won't get your time wasted a lot. Videos, and then the clothing brand, you know, basically people, you know, on the website, you know, charging back and stuff like that, and um, people asking for free stuff.
So how do you deal with the chargeback? So if a person wants their money back, how do you fight to make sure that you keep your money?
All you got, basically, what you got to do is, you know, you got to just provide proof that the person received their product, like, you know, tracking codes, you know, picture proof that you made the product. They will ask like where you get your product from and stuff like that. You know, like the case, not sometimes you're not gonna win, sometimes you are. It's like
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nate. What was you about to
Oh,
say?
okay. And so people are doing that kind of stuff and charging back. How did you even know the steps to even to go through the process? Because I didn't teach you that, so I don't even know. So I want to know, how did you know like what to do?
um, like when I was like 12 or like real young, I used to like sell Fortnite accounts and stuff like that, and people would like charge back on PayPal and stuff like that, and I would have to like fight on PayPal to get my money.
At 12 years old?
Yeah, 12.
Man, I'm telling you, dog. If I was 12 thinking like that, bro, I'd have been a different type of person.
Oh man, I probably would be a totally different person.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro. Like,
16, like wow.
but that's the benefits of that is the benefit. I know we talk about social media a lot and the cons lately, but it's a lot of benefit because it put like the younger generation in position to be bosses at a very early age.
Yeah.
But that is definitely a big pro to me. I don't go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just getting ready to say that's definitely a big pro to me because a lot of these kids need to learn how to be independent and be their own bosses. I understand everybody can't be bosses.
No.
That nobody's working if everybody's a boss. I get that. However, for the majority that is, some of the kids that's learning how to be bosses, they motivating other kids to either be in that position or
Yeah.
work their way towards it if they can't be a boss. They can be the underboss or something like that. But either way you cut it, they are learning some independence and not leaning on their parents or their friends, and that's dope. So you got the right mindset, keep it going.
And you know what? I think it has to do with a lot of our generation because a lot of our generation was hoodwinked and you got to go to college, you got to go to college, you got to go to college.
Yeah.
So a lot of our generation went to college and don't have them jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they work in corporate jobs that they never went to school in.
Yeah.
So now that we have kids, we're not having our kids go through that bullshit. My kids, yeah, you got to go to college, and then they go to college like, I don't know what I want to do, so I'm just gonna pick a degree, and then bam, I'm coming home with nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got to pay tuition after 6 months. You know what I'm saying? No, we setting the tone, we setting the bar. We're changing these generational curses, and we teaching independence because that's what it's about.
Right.
You know, school ain't nothing but just teaching our kids to be slaves to somebody else.
Yep, that's true.
That shit is, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
If you got a career, you got like a skill, nursing, engineering, you know, things like that, trade, then you are a value to society. You're a high value to society. But you know, you don't have nothing, no direction, no nothing, no independence, and you just here.
Trust me, I know a lot of people that went to college and stay getting degrees, multiple degrees, and they not even working nowhere near the field that they need to be in.
I mean, all these damn degrees.
Yeah. That's because that keep them from paying their debt back. That's why.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's
what my goal was. That was my goal. I'm not even gonna lie. I told Richard that's what I was gonna do because I don't want these student loan debts that I got. I didn't want to. So I was like, I'm just gonna be a forever student because I just don't want to pay the debt back. So I just go to school forever. But I'm not about to do that. I'm not doing it now. I can't do it because it's gonna keep putting me further and further in debt.
Yeah.
But you know, prolonging me not paying it. That's all.
that 53,000 from undergrad. Now you got the masters and the PH and the PhDs and all these other degrees, and now
right,
100 to 200 in the hole, 100,000.
Yes. And I didn't want that. And yeah, that's another reason why, like you said, I don't push them. If you want to go to college. But there's other ways that you can become successful. I mean, college is great. I want them to experience. I did want them to experience it, especially my last two because they both still played football in high school. The other two they played in high school, but they didn't go all the way to senior year playing. They stopped 11th grade and stuff like that, but the other boys, they did. So I want them to kind of still go because I want them to, finish out. Because once they started playing football, I loved it. But other than that, I don't want them to go go to college because I want them to go and get into this debt and then be having these jobs that don't even, go with what they went to school for and nothing like that. I definitely don't want that on them because I don't want them to go be in debt. I would much rather my children stay at home until they work. And they work. And my kids work hard. Like 3 of my kids are gone right now. They all work, and they work, and they work doubles and triples or whatever. So I want them to stay at home as long as they can so they can go ahead and save money. I want them to leave when they're ready to leave. I also taught them how to be independent men. They know how to cook, they know how to clean, they know how to do what they need to do. But stay home, save money, put your money up. I'm teaching them about credit and things like that right now so that they can know how to maneuver. And they don't have to go to school. I mean, they don't have to go to school and be out there and have debt. I don't want them to be in debt. I don't want them to go through what I went through. I want them to be free of that. Because in my family, we was pushing our kids out at 18. My mama was like, hey, 18, yay, bye-bye. I don't want that for them. I want them to be like, yeah, you got to be stable. Please be stable. The goal in life is when you do leave, you don't got to come back. Hopefully.
That's it. I love that. And I wish that's what I had growing up because I got kicked out, I think, was it before I turned 18?
Yeah, it was like right at, it was a little bit before, because I was still in school.
Yeah, so I got kicked out and I was far from ready for the world. I was out here bold.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that Nate, you got that mindset for your son to not just to have them ready for the world. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's like any parent. That's every parent. That should be every parent's dream. But we all know how that can go.
It's like that Jay-Z line, like, I went through that so you don't have to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 So that's cool. Like me and my wife talk about that often. Like you know how she's not gonna kick her daughter out when she turned 18. She's like, no, I want to make sure that she's ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way, and even if she do fall out, it's okay for her to come back. She just got to be able to have that wherewithal to bounce back to get back out there and be straight.
Yeah.
So, and I think
And
that's
learn from the downfall.
yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about you being able to stay home and not be in debt, and how I'm pushing y'all? Like, how do you feel about the way I push y'all, the way I'm on y'all? Like, 'cause I be on y'all, so I know we had a live video before where I was on there talking about how much I be on y'all, and then Mustard was like, "Yes, I cannot wait to graduate so my mom can stop, like, 'cause I be on them." So, like, how do you feel? Do you think I'm too much? What do you feel about what I do?
I feel like she do more than enough. Like if my mom wasn't telling me, that I do not like going to school at all. If my mom wasn't like telling me, like waking me up every morning or telling me, get your grades together, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. But I do not like school at all.
You don't like school at all?
I don't like to go there for sports. And that's all.
Yeah. But so the motivation is not like, Jesus Christ, I remember when y'all was in Detroit, I used to pop up at UI. Like, I would just come up there. And I don't do it here because it's just different here. The dynamics is different. But in Detroit, I would randomly pop up at school. And all my kids went to the same school. And I was raising my nephew at the time, too. And I would, like, literally just come to the school. Everybody knew me. And I'll be at the school when I felt like it because I needed to check in on them. I'm very hands-on with them. Sometimes I feel like that's why I asked the question. Because sometimes I feel like I'm overbearing. I'm like, I'm too much. But then at times I'm like, I think I'm doing the right thing. I think I'm doing it right because they're boys and I feel like they need to be pushed in this way. They need to, they have this motivation. But, like that makes me feel good to hear that, if I wasn't on you then.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You got them together real good, man.
Real good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Facts, good job.
That's needed. That's needed with this generation, bro. They are new leaders,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if one day your son is up running the country, I know we're gonna be in decent hands.
Right.
Because he already
Right.
on the right path.
Yeah.
Here's down a good path where a lot of these kids don't like to get out. They don't like to do nothing.
A lot of these kids don't like to drive.
They want to be YouTubers now.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at that either. YouTubers is making some money that I didn't even know was out here like that.
Oh yeah.
So
it's a dude that's
I
getting paid
support
off of memes.
yeah,
So.
Right.
I support it. It's just that I hope that we just got to teach them a plan.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
make sure they have a plan B in case plan A don't work, or make a plan B to make plan A work.
Yeah.
So what would you say to motivate your generation to find a hustle?
If you're bored in the house and you got nothing to do, like most people got game systems and stuff like that, but that's not gonna make you no money or that's not gonna do nothing for you in the long run. I mean, it could, YouTube and then tournaments and stuff like on the game, but not everybody doing that. So my motivation is, find something you love to do. It can be anything. If you like cleaning shoes or you like shoes, start buying shoes and reselling them or something like that. If you like clothes, start your own clothing brand. There's a lot of people out in the world who know how to design. You can pay them to do designs for you. You can go to manufacturers. You don't got to do everything by yourself.
That's what's up. That's dope.
Rappers, cameramen, YouTubers, it's gonna take time, but you can do it. Like, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Do you think that like social media, do you have like social influence off of social media, like any bad things? Do you think social media influence people of your generation, like bad stuff, the stuff that they're doing, like the stuff that you see that's bad is going on? Do you think it's influenced by social media, music, things like that?
I think social media like is a big reason why a lot of people, you know, are very successful now because social media it brings you, you know, the customers, it brings you the support. You know, it's not like always good support, but the haters be, you know what I'm saying, be the ones that support you the most. Because they always watching. So I think social media is the biggest like impact a lot of people.
So you don't think it's negative? You think it's more positive than negative?
Because it's negative, but the negative sometimes bring the goodness because the haters be, you know what I'm saying, support.
Views, them followers.
Yeah. That's hilarious, though. You're not lying about that, what you said, man. The enemies are your biggest supporters.
Yeah.
And don't ever forget it because they going to be watching and having all this stuff to say, giving you all this free promo. And they
Right.
want you to get, they going to want you to get mad. Don't get mad. Don't feed into it. Just keep pushing out more product. Just keep coming.
Yeah.
Give them a reason to keep talking.
Yeah. More heat.
Yeah.
More heat.
Yep. Just keep coming. That's gonna help you out a lot, bro. Believe it or not, your enemies is your number one fans.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They low
Definitely
key,
that.
because they low key like your stuff and they low key want to be down.
Right.
They just not down. That's all.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
They just not down with what you're doing, or you could be doing something and they not doing nothing at all, and they like, oh man, you know he doing that. Oh man, I need to be doing that. I can do that too. You know,
I'm about to start hiring
I
them.
can put my
Right. Right.
That's how that shit go.
Yep.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be a concern though.
Nah,
Exactly.
don't let none of that distract you. None of that. Keep it coming. Cause you know, at one point, I felt I felt victim to like feeding into the hate instead of like opening my eyes and realizing, yo, this is why this person is hating.
Yeah.
But I was young, dumb. I was definitely not on your level when I was 16. I was a fool. All right. So, and I definitely wasn't hustling either. I mean, well, yeah, but not like that.
Not the,
You know,
Right.
especially not the legal stuff. So I'm glad to hear that, you know, somebody this young is got a whole plan.
yeah.
And that's what matters the most is having a plan, executing it, and keeping it going, and just leveling up to any possible way you can.
Keep feeding that purpose, sir.
Yeah,
Keep
definitely.
feeding that purpose. I wish I had the guidance and influence that you have right now.
Yeah.
Because if I had it, I probably wouldn't be in a position. I probably wouldn't even be an engineer. Be real.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd probably be something else.
Probably be on a damn island somewhere right now.
Something, man. Because it's like, with all the influences that we had with the OGs telling us the wrong shit, and then you got the music influence on top of that, and then you got the movie influence on top of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We really didn't get that proper guidance, man. And with the stuff and ideas that we had as kids, if we had adults with OGs to just like give us the game or give us that fuel that we needed to even
Yeah.
Yeah.
like maybe of her sons. She gave them the fuel for them to go. So if we had had that, you know, definitely would have been a lot of shit different, man. So please feel blessed. Please take everything that, you know, that your mom tells you and anybody else who gives you the game, man. Follow it, bro.
Definitely.
You're a good
Yeah.
Sure.
Before we close out, though, how long have you and your girlfriend been together?
It'd be like 2 years.
2 years. Though. So y'all been together since you was 14. Now, how has she motivated you to start? Well, not even start your business, but to keep going. Has there ever been a moment where you was like, I'm done with this, whatever, and she was there to be like, nah, you ain't about to do that. You ain't about to stop. This is why. Like, tell me about that moment.
Like every day, I ain't gonna lie. Every day I be telling her like I can't do this because it's like it's bad. Like I thought like sometimes when the business be slow, it be like I don't know if I can I be running out of ideas sometimes, and it be like I don't want to do this no more. And, my camera had broke one time, and I told her I wasn't doing no more videos. I was done with it. I don't even care about it no more. She always been there for me, and she motivated me too a lot. She's a very hard worker. Like
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's
Hey,
a blessing too.
let me tell you something, man. Ain't nothing like having a woman that has your back and like really support you. Like I'm just now getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 38, bro. You 16, you already got it. Hold on to that, man.
Yes, sir.
Hold on to that because you're not gonna come across a lot of women that's gonna support you, let alone keep you motivated for your own business to push. So hold on to her, man. That God sent you an angel, and you got an angel early. Hold on to it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Real.
Watch out for that fake support too, man.
Yeah, the fake support is
Watch
going.
out for the support where it's like, oh yeah, man, I think your shit dope, but they ain't bought nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't bought,
Mhm.
ain't asked for nothing. Ain't even trying to help you promote it.
Ain't putting that in their
Ain't
stories.
nothing in their stories. Ain't sharing nothing, bro. But they support you. They love you though.
That's right.
They ain't really rocking with you like that because they ain't done nothing with you. They're not shooting in the gym with you. Keep that in mind, bro.
Hey,
true.
to tell people where to follow you and talk about your brand, your page.
Go ahead, close us out, sir. Let us know where we can find.
Y'all can go find us on Instagram at HighDemandClothing_. Our website is www.highdemandonit.com. We got shorts, hoodies. I can show y'all some stuff. We got shorts. We got pullover hoodies. We got zip up hoodies too, but I don't got like nothing on hand. This is a new design. That's why you see it a lot because it's like.
Oh, hold on. Bring it back.
Which one, the hat?
Nah, them shorts.
The shorts?
These are the shorts right here.
Oh, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's puff. That's the puff vine, right? Yeah, that's puff. This one is like, I don't know if you can see this one too. This one kind of like.
Hey, them shorts is cold.
Yeah.
I need those.
I
need
those
those.
are dope.
That color too.
That color.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah. You did the damn thing, Nate.
Thank you.
Nothing. I got nothing else. Boys doing great.
Yeah,
That's more than any parent can hope for. And we appreciate you coming on, man. For real.
Definitely appreciate you, man. For sure, man. You always welcome to come on the show, with your mom and whatever. You want to drop some gems and, come just say something, man. You're definitely welcome to do that always, man.
Yeah, we do this every Tuesday at 8, but some episodes we might have some people come on, ask you some questions, or if you got something you want to say, come on and give it and chime in, give us your input.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously certain topics you might not be able to speak on, but ones that you can, come on, man.
That's right. That's right.
I even do even further one. If you want to just come on and promote your brand.
Yeah.
We ain't got to talk about the topic. You just like, hey, y'all, I just wanted to holler at y'all, say what's up. I want to promote y'all. I got some new stuff coming. Hey, you can do that too, bro.
That's cool.
Use the platform.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm mad my other son couldn't be on here because I want you to talk to both of them because, like, they work together. Like he said, my other son worked. He's 16, so he's not working yet. He told us he wants us, stay like this until he 18, had to really gotta go to work. So my other son really help fund, and they work hand in hand. They bounce off each other, and I like the way that first of all 4 of them bounce ideas off each other. So I wish that they could have been here so they could have chopped it up a little bit more. But we'll have him back so that you can talk, so y'all can talk to him, and then maybe next time we can have some people come on. So that's why I had him sitting with me, because I thought we was gonna have people like come on and ask questions, but it's fine. We do that another time where they can ask questions and
Definitely.
Yeah, we
stuff
want
like
to
that.
just shine light to your son and just give him his flowers.
Yeah, yeah.
Platform and let him promote his brand and let him let everybody else know who he is. So
Yeah.
we didn't want to have nobody come on and talk nothing. So we just want to give him the
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Sure.
Well, everybody, thank you for checking us out tonight. We appreciate y'all, man. I'm your boy B-Todd.
No doubt. It's your boy L to the Izzo, low if you know.
Yes, indeed.
It's Nay.
Doing the uncomfortable combos. We out of here.
Deuce.
Till next week, y'all. Peace.